What's going on, boys? Welcome back to some more SideSwipe. Today's video is unfortunately going to be a little bit on the shorter side of things. Even though today is update day, we are into season 9 of SideSwipe. It kind of turned out to be a little bit disappointing. It did go ahead and post some update notes on the SideSwipe Reddit, and we'll go ahead and cover some of the stuff that they posted about. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. It says Rocket League SideSwipe spikes its way into season 9, and they got a nice high quality picture of the volleyball mode here. And moving on down a little bit, they say that the bell has rung. It is now time to flood the item shop with new content. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they've been doing for the past few months now. That's been pretty much the only change that's been happening lately. Completely refreshed weekly, monthly, and seasonal challenges to get huge amounts of XP. So definitely nothing new there, unfortunately. And they say head on over to the item shop and grab the new deadly sweet pink Reaper goal explosion. I guess a painted Reaper explosion isn't too awful, but that's really not what we were looking for whenever we want some new content to this game. And they say to make sure you also get your black atomic blip goal explosion. So they added some new painted items, some like black market stuff into the item shop, which isn't too bad, but it's definitely not new enough content to make anyone like really excited about the game. Maybe some people are really excited to get their pink Reaper explosion, but I for one am definitely not too overly excited about it. Let's go ahead and just move on down here and see if there's any other good news. Ranked volleyball, ready to bump, set, and spike your way to the top. Volleyball mode is back and ready to play. I think this is probably the third or fourth time now that we've gotten volleyball, so I'm not too excited about that. And honestly, boys, I don't think I'm going to play a single match of volleyball this season. This is definitely not my favorite mode. I was really hoping to see anything new at all, but we are unfortunately back to volleyball, so I'm not really too sure about that one. Let's go ahead and skip down a little bit. Season 9 rewards, we see our banners, pretty standard banners, and I was really hoping to not see this, boys. Spoils of the season. Last season, we released Rocket Ball inspired avatars as season rewards, and for season 9, we're going to be continuing the theme, and players will receive matching player banners based on their peak rank. Wait a minute, boys, I've done it again. I did not realize that this was actually the reward that they're showing us for season 9 already. The very first day that season 9 comes out, they go ahead and show us what we're going to be getting, and that is just not worth grinding for at all. I cannot imagine anyone is going to be wanting to grind these out, and honestly, I'm not going to be too messed up if I don't get these myself. And before we dip out, we may as well go ahead and look at some of the comments here. I definitely agree with this top commenter. Mystery Man, I appreciate this sub, man. You happen to sub during a video, absolutely appreciate it. Just reset the rocket pass, please. I definitely agree. The pointless button, I think that's just supposed to be Psyonix pushing the update button for SideSwipe. Here is a fantastic comment, pretty much summing up exactly how I feel about the new SideSwipe stuff. I feel like we are in one super long season that never ends, and you always get the worst token prize. Absolutely could not agree. It's just a non-stop, steady stream of the same rocket pass, and every season feels exactly the same. I feel no different from these past two seasons. At first, I was kind of excited about the new pass, but now that we've been in it for a little while, I wish we could go back so badly. Maybe in the future they will. I kind of doubt it though. Another person says, please give us drop shot for season 10 instead of switching back to basketball, and I definitely agree. If they're gonna reuse one more season, you may as well go back to basketball one more time and then go to drop shot. Please, no more volleyball. It's the worst mode by far. It just does not feel good to play at all. I'm sure some people love it and are gonna hate me saying that, but I would so much rather see drop shot, hoops, rumble, just anything other than volleyball, please. And Matt E with the sub as well, I super appreciate that. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name too bad. I don't really understand this comment here. He says, so I guess this is the SideSwipe we'll be getting until season 12. Is there something about season 12 that I'm missing? Did they say something that was going to be happening during that time? Or is this just a like kind of guesstimate as to when they're going to kind of change things? Really curious about that one. Hopefully you guys know a little bit more about that one than I do. Oh my goodness, boys, there's actually some good news buried deep in the comments. I'm very surprised to see this. They say, hey everyone, along with the season rollout, we've doubled the amount of tokens that are dropped and have tuned some of the drop rates for goal explosion presents. That's pretty good news. I'm surprised that's not in the blog itself because it's something that players have complained about, so it seemed like it would have been an easy win for them to include that in the note so more people would read it. Maybe people are just going to find out on their own and just kind of assume that they tweaked it though. This next comment is pretty good. It says, when will we have an AMA with the devs? The community needs it. And unfortunately there was no response at all. I'm going to go ahead and upvote that one though, because I agree. I would love to see an AMA with the dubs. I'm sure they're probably not allowed to do that at all. Probably held to some kind of NDA or something regarding SideSwipe, which is definitely unfortunate. But maybe we'll get lucky in the future one day and they'll be able to do one. And then scrolling through the rest of the comments is kind of the same as what we've read so far. There's lots of people wanting changes to the XP drops. The tokens did get changed a little bit, and the goal explosion, the kablooey thing here, did get changed ever so slightly as well. I think it changed in rarity, so you guys should be seeing a different goal explosion in your rocket pass, I believe. And the last comment that I want to take a look at here, boys, is one more person trying to contact Psyonix themselves with some questions. They have some really good things here that they are wanting the devs to read on, asking for more ways to earn SideSwipe points. Duplicate protection would be amazing for sure. And I was actually looking at this one a little bit further. They have proof that the duplicate protection could be added, and I'm not so sure that this is concrete evidence. There could be some really behind the scenes coding stuff going on that we don't understand, but they do have a pretty good point here, and that's the fact that SideSwipe as of right now can detect whenever you have a duplicate item. This person tried to buy an item they already have, and this message popped up saying that you already own one. Would you like to purchase another? I'm not even really sure why they would let you buy another unless you can get the same exact points for dismantling it as you did for buying it. But that is a really good point, and I would love to see the devs comment on that one because I didn't even know that that was a thing. This last comment here is actually the kablooey thing that I was just talking about, and I do believe that that one has been fixed for this season, so if you guys were struggling to not get kablooey so much, you shouldn't have a problem now. There have been some times where bugs get fixed and then they're not actually fixed, so you'll just have to see. But if you guys do get some new explosions down in your rocket pass, please let me know down below. But alrighty boys, that's gonna be enough of going through all these comments. We've covered pretty much all of Season 9 has to offer. We looked at some more criticism from comments, even gave out a little bit of our own. Hopefully some of it's listened to. I'm really not hopeful at all for Season 10. This has been like 2 or 3 seasons now with a very small update. I'm really hoping that these really small updates are going to lead to one big major update that they've been working on for a long time now. That would be absolutely amazing. I'm not going to hold my breath for it, but we'll just have to see. So there you have it, boys. They actually have a little bit better of a blog post that I could have clicked on this entire time with a few more high quality pictures as usual. I'm really glad to see some volleyball mode being brought back. I'm sure you guys are as well. And the Season 9 rewards are very exciting. I'm absolutely going to be hoping to get my Grand Champion banner again. I'm so glad that they didn't put any kind of wills or goal explosions in. That would have been super disappointing to see. Definitely love seeing them listening to community feedback, and I think SideSwipe is on a really good path right now. And it looks like we have until July 17th to go ahead and grind out these banners. We better get to it. Alrighty boys, that is going to go ahead and do it for today's video. I know this one was definitely not what you guys were probably hoping to see. A little more on the jaded side of things, but honestly, after so many seasons of disappointment and trying to tell Psyonix what we would rather have, and they just don't ever deliver, it is getting a little bit demotivating. Maybe Season 10 will be different. I honestly don't really know. If you guys did enjoy today's video and would like to see some Season 9 gameplay in the future, please let me know down below, and I will talk to you all in the next one. See you, boys.